You just got promoted. You should feel proud. Instead, you're on LinkedIn watching someone 3 years younger land a VP title. Or maybe you finally deep cleaned your apartment, felt good for 5 minutes, then opened Instagram to see someone's minimalist dream home. That crushing feeling, that instant collapse from accomplishment to inadequacy, is the quiet, chronic pain of modern comparison. And today, we're breaking its grip. Comparison isn't new. It's wired into human nature, but the digital age has weaponized it against our self-worth. Here's what actually happens when you scroll. You see your friend's beach vacation photo. What you don't see? The credit card debt funding it, the argument they had that morning, the 47 photos they deleted before posting that one perfect shot. You're not comparing your life to another person's life. You're comparing your entire complicated, unfiltered reality to someone else's algorithmically optimized performance of perfection. This is not a fair fight. It's a rigged game where your worth becomes conditional on winning an unwinnable race. And the cost? You stop celebrating your own progress and start punishing yourself for being human. Here's what most advice gets wrong. Self-acceptance doesn't mean you stop wanting to grow. It means you stop making growth conditional on being better than someone else. The only way to truly win the comparison game is to refuse to play it. But here's the paradox. The more you try to keep up, the further behind you fall. Real confidence doesn't come from achieving perfection. It comes from accepting that inadequacy is part of being alive. Self-acceptance means anchoring your value internally. Your worth isn't something you earn through accomplishments, and it certainly can't be taken away by someone else's highlight reel. Your timeline isn't late. It's yours. Breaking this habit requires rewiring how you process information. Here are 3 strategies to cultivate internal self-acceptance. Step 1. The Curated Feed Audit. Your feed is your daily information diet. It should nourish you, not deplete you. Don't just unfollow accounts that trigger you. Actively seek out voices that share vulnerability, failure, and messy reality, not just polished outcomes. Follow creators who show the 47 deleted photos, not just the one that worked. But here's the critical part. You can't curate your way to perfect mental health. The algorithm will always find new ways to trigger you. This is about harm reduction, not elimination. It's the first step, not the whole solution. Step 2. The Intrinsic Reward Inventory. Comparison thrives when you focus on what you lack. Shift your energy. I want you to make a list of 5 activities that feel intrinsically rewarding. Things you enjoy regardless of the outcome and that require no external validation. Not things you're good at, things that feel good while you're doing them. Maybe it's the ritual of making a perfect cup of coffee, the feeling of finishing a book, any book, having a conversation where you make someone laugh. These aren't achievements, they're anchors. They remind you that fulfillment doesn't require an audience. Step 3. The Comparison Circuit Breaker. This is a thought interruption technique for the moment comparison strikes. When you feel that familiar pang, that voice saying, "I should be further along," or "Why can't I be like them?" Consciously interrupt it. Say out loud or in your mind, "Circuit breaker." Then immediately redirect your attention to something from your intrinsic reward list or the task directly in front of you. This is not toxic positivity. You're not pretending the feeling doesn't exist. You're refusing to let it build momentum. You're breaking the pattern before it becomes a spiral. The first 50 times will feel forced. By time 100, it becomes automatic. Let me tell you where this almost broke me. For years, I measured my worth against every milestone my peers were hitting. Six-figure salaries, viral success, recognition, and fame. All the markers society uses to separate winners from everyone else. And I wasn't checking those boxes. The comparison didn't motivate me, it paralyzed me. I spent more energy feeling defeated than actually building toward anything meaningful. I was chasing a definition of success that wasn't even mine. The breaking point came when I asked myself a hard question. Whose race am I running? Because the truth was, I didn't actually want the six-figure corporate job. I didn't want fame. I was chasing them because that's what we're taught success looks like. The shift happened through self-discovery, figuring out what I actually wanted. And it was completely different. I wanted creative freedom and deep relationships over status symbols. I wanted internal peace over external validation. When I finally gave myself permission to pursue that, to define success on my own terms, the anxiety didn't just decrease, it vanished. Because I stopped competing in a game I never wanted to win. My life finally felt like mine again. Your timeline isn't late. It's yours. Don't trade the authenticity of your path for the illusion of someone else's perfection. Here's your challenge for the next 7 days. Every time you feel the comparison spiral starting, write down what triggered it. 1 sentence. That's it. By the end of the week, you'll have a map of your specific comparison traps. And that's when real change begins. Not when you feel better, but when you see the pattern clearly. Drop a fire emoji in the comments if you're committing to 7 days of tracking. Let's see how many of us can do this together. And if this message landed, subscribe to Pulspectra so we can continue exploring the full spectrum of being human together.